Welcome back, and here is part 3 of our TLC information videos, working towards the end goal. At this stage, you have had your new fosters for a few days to a week and have been allowing them to get used to your presence and working on them comfortably eating off your fingers. By doing this, you have established the beginning of that bond, and this is an important foundation to the rest of the work you need to do. Remember, this is only the start, and there is a lot of work that still needs to be done with these kittens. Now that they aren't worried about having you around whilst they eat, you need to start getting them used to being handled by humans. Whilst they are eating, whether out of a bowl or off your fingers, you can begin to stroke their neck, back, under their chin, or around the base of their tail. Observe their body language and work out what their preferences are. If they aren't tolerating you stroking them by hand, you can use a soft toothbrush to begin with, and then work your way up to stroking them. If you start to notice that their behaviour is regressing, or they start to resource guard, it is important to step back to hand feeding them. You can still work on their handling whilst hand feeding. You just need to make sure you follow these steps. Give them a pet in their preferred place. Then reward immediately with some food off your fingers. Repeat this process. As they get more comfortable with the handling, you can extend the period of time you're petting them before rewarding them. Once they are becoming comfortable with being stroked, you can practice picking them up. Start small, and whilst they are eating, just gently place your hand on either side of their body. Slowly work up to lifting just off the ground, and then lifting them higher and higher. Play is another important part of their socialisation. When the kittens are busy playing, they don't have time to think about how scared they are and how scary you are. Wand toys are perfect for encouraging play with them, especially whilst they are in the pen. Play with each other is also a great sign. Now, what are we looking for before we are comfortable letting them out of the playpen? How do we know that it is the right time? There are a few things we want to see before we start to let them out. Firstly, that they are comfortable eating in your presence. They secondly need to show comfortable play behaviour. And lastly, that they are willing to approach you. Once they are showing all of these signs, you can start letting them out into a kitten-safe room. That is one that doesn't have any large furniture items that they can hide under, such as beds and couches. Remember, letting them out too early can hinder their progress, and you may end up with a kitten hiding who won't come anywhere near you. Once you think they are ready, open up the door on the playpen and leave them to come out on their own. Sit in the room with them and keep yourself occupied as they begin to explore on their own. Once they are showing they are comfortable in the room, you can start playing with them. Encourage them to interact with you in new ways. You can use the wand toy to play near you and over you. And remember, playtime is bonding time. As time goes on, start introducing them to new things for them to play with. Tunnels, interactive toys, paper bags, and noisy toys can be scary, so give them time to interact with them and explore them. Please remember, not all kittens are the same, and all kittens will progress differently. Some will come in leaps and bounds, and others will take a lot longer. It is important to take each step as a baby step, and if they are ever showing signs that they aren't coping with the change, you can take a step back and spend some time at the previous point. Spend as much time as you can touching them and introducing them to as many different people as possible. And remember, these kittens may never be the social confident kittens you are hoping they will be, but if we can get them used to being around people and comfortable in a home environment, then we can consider it a win. We hope you have learned some new techniques on building a relationship with these TLC kittens and found this information useful. If you're feeling really passionate about helping TLC kittens, then get in touch with the foster team and we can work closely with you to put this new information into practice.